his size, athleticism, wingspan, jumping ability, shot blocking, rebounding, passing. I think he has some real natural instincts with the game, not just an athlete, but a very good feel as well. Yeah, I mean, he has a 7'6" wingspan. I mean, I think that's wingspan that Kendrick Perkins had. But yeah, when you sit there and watch him spread out his wings, it's pretty impressive. Yesterday when I saw them measuring him, but he plays very long. He contests shots, not just at the rim, but he contests three-point shots on the perimeter. He moves very well. Just been around him for a few days. He's a fun kid. He's young, and but he's got a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and I think he'll give us a shot of energy and excitement this year. That's not unusual, but Robert, yeah, like I said, we've watched him a lot over the last 2 years. The first time I saw Robert, it was when he was in Anaheim, I think November of his freshman year, playing in the John Wood Classic, I believe. Anyway, I was sitting there next to Dave Lewin, and we were just, who is this guy? And he was a freshman. He wasn't the guy that we were there to watch. He was just one of the guys that was coming off the bench at Texas A&M and caught our attention right away with 3 or 4 spectacular plays, not just a big dunk or something. It was blocking shot on the perimeter, blocking at the rim, getting the rebound above the square, and very, very impressive at first sight. No, we go through the whole draft and go through every different scenario of what could happen and what might happen at a beginning, and then there's things that are thrown at us throughout the draft. But we have an order of where we have guys ranked, and like Brad said, I mean, when he was not drafted, we immediately knew that here was a guy that we had rated higher, and he was starting to slip, and so we started making phone calls and checking out the possibilities of moving up in the draft. Well, I mean, I think that most of it is false, especially the details of it. And what I don't like about it is I don't like that how names are just thrown around, and like you guys probably don't care, but that's about the names, and that's your job, is to make good stories and have things to talk about on the air. But yeah, most of it's not true, but there's sometimes bits and pieces of it that are true. So it's not total lies, but it's I can't call it fake news. But it's complex. These are complex situations, and I think that I just like you guys don't like answering or having to respond to rumors, even though it does give you good programming. Like I don't like it anymore of having to deal with the players that are calling me and the agents that are calling me when their name is in a rumor that's like just totally made up. No, it's not tougher. It's easier when you have 3 guys already that you've gotten from the years before, and you got some budding stars and younger players that are progressing. So we don't feel like, well, first of all, we don't have the cap space, and second of all, we don't really have a need. We have really good players, and so we need to surround them with role players with the rest of our roster that have a chance to win. Well, because if I feel like it'll help our team, we explore every trade of players of certain magnitude, or superstar, first ballot Hall of Fame type of players. We're going to take a look and kick the tires and see if there's something there, but that's all. If you were, I think those things are unlikely. Well, we didn't have Robert last year. I didn't feel like it's like we had to have somebody that's a rim protector, because if you're playing Robert as a rim protector, then you're taking a shooter off the court in some cases. So that's the hard part of coaching is, do I need rim protection? I need athleticism, or do I need shooting and thinking and playing, veteran experience right now? So I wouldn't say that it's a need, but it's something we don't have.
Danny, they're making
We took notice, yeah, but we were trying to move up in the draft for other players as well. But yes, we started making phone calls. We noticed him slipping, yes.